Division 4 members are all out on different missions, but then all of them get attacked. Denji, Himeno, Aki, and Power are eating at a ramen shop. Denji hears some gunshots, but Power states it was drums. A man can't believe Denji is eating ramen freely and wonders if it doesn't taste terrible. Denji states that it tastes fine to him, but the man adds that he can't judge the taste of food. He guesses that's understandable, as he only ate the same thing as a child. The man adds that his grandpa was the nicest person and brought him to fancy restaurants all the time. He was a yakuza, but he was a necessary evil and only killed a few women and children. The man then pulls out a picture of him and his grandpa, who is the yakuza that was hiring Denji as a devil hunter. He explains that the gun devil wants Denji's hot, then pulls out a gun and shoots Denji in the head. He proceeds to shoot at the others, but Power pinches him. And Aki uses the fox devil against the man. Aki looks around and sees that Denji and Himeno are shot. The fox devil tells Aki that he put something monstrous in her mouth, which is neither human nor a devil. The man then transformed similarly to Denji but with swords instead of chainsaws, opened the fox devil's head and came out. Aki pulls out his sword and tells Power to stop Himeno from bleeding. Power is surprised to see that Aki's sword is actually a large nail. As the katana man stands, Aki pierces him with his sword, and a devil states 3. They start fighting. And Aki pierces him a second time with the devil, saying 2. He immediately pierced him one more time, with the devil saying 1. The man pushes Aki away, having had enough of him, but Aki then asks the cursed devil to kill him. The cursed devil then says it's 0 and appears, grabbing the man and killing him. Aki wonders how Himeno and Power are, and she needs to be taken to the hospital. Aki adds that only police officers and devil hunters can have guns in Japan. A woman then shows up, guessing that if Aki runs his nail through someone a few times, the curse of the devil will kill him. Aki wonders from where she came and if she is an ally of the man. She places her hand on Katana Man and makes him stand up. She wonders how he lost, and Katana Man states he let his guard down. She tells him to go and kill. Katana Man then takes a stance and, in an instant, moves past Aki while slashing him. As Aki is still alive, she tells Katana Man to finish him off. Himeno tells Power to help Aki, but Power refuses, as she couldn't even see Kaiten's attack. Himeno calls the ghost devil, but the devil states that the woman is scary. Himeno spits some blood, guessing that this is her end. She offers to give all of herself to the ghost devil if she can use the whole ghost devil. The ghost devil accepts and fully appears, and then engages Katana Man in a fight. Himeno states that the devil hunters get used to death and stop crying, but Aki always cries when his newbies die, and it must be a good feeling to have someone care for you and cry for you. Himeno loses both arms, but the ghost devil overpowers Katana Man. Himeno tells Aki to not die, and when she dies, she hopes that he can cry for her. Katana Man asks for help, and the woman calls the snake devil, who bites off the ghost devil's head. The ghost devil is defeated, and Aki turns towards Himeno but sees that only her clothes remain. Akane uses the snake devil to kill the ghost devil. Katana Man tells her that they ran away, but she tells him that their target is Chainsaw's heart, so they don't need to go after them. A hand from the ghost devil then goes and pulls Denji's cord, revving his chainsaw. Denji turns into Chainsaw Man and guesses that they are bad guys, noting that he loves bad guys when he kills them. No one is complaining. Denji then jumps and engages Katana Man in a fight. Akane reports that they are in combat with Chainsaw on the 3rd floor of the West Norima building and requests backup. Katana Man and Denji fight and seem equally matched. 2 men arrive to support Katana Man, and he told them to shoot at his arms or legs. However, Denji knocks them down before they are able to shoot at him. One of the men still manages to shoot at Denji, and Denji takes him as a hostage, telling Katana Man to not move or he will kill the man. Katana Man then kneels in his attack stance and, in an instant, cuts Denji and his comrade in half. Katana Man then picks up Denji by the handle on his head and turns to normal, stating that his devil hunter friend should be dead by now as they can't win against guns. Elsewhere, Arai, Fushi, and other Division 4 members, including Makima, have been shot dead. Makima's train almost reaches Kyoto, and the men who shot her prepared to blend with the crowds. However, Makima then stands up. At the Kyoto train station, Yutaro Kurose and Michiko Tendo are waiting for the train. A man approaches them and informs them that they have received word that Special Division 1, 2, 3, and 4 were ambushed in Tokyo. Yutaro and Michiko wonder about Makima and if they waited for nothing. The train stops and people run out, scared. Makima then comes out and tells them there was gunfire in the train and bodies needed to be cleaned up. Since Makima is covered in blood, they wonder if she was shot, but she denies it and states that it's not her blood. Inside the train, her attackers are all dead. Yutaro and Michiko tell Makima about the Tokyo situation and wonder if she should get back, but Makima explains they won't make it in time and that they are likely after Denji. She decides to deal with the situation in Kyoto and asks Yutaro to bring 30 convicts serving a life sentence or worse. Makima then asks Michiko to rent out a nearby shrine at the highest altitude possible and to get her some clean clothes. The convicts are gathered and given food while being transported. They wonder where they are going but are told to keep quiet. At the shrine, Makima changes into new clothes. Michiko informs her that the convicts are almost here, and moments later the convicts are dropped at the bottom of the stairs leading to the shrine. Katana Man tells Akane that he won't be able to fight for a while. Some of his comrades are carrying Denji. One of them sees a crow and then starts saying something feels strange as they wonder what he means. The man is crushed to death. Akane immediately calls Team E and asks that Team C reconfirm that Makima is dead. The Team E member tells her that he is unable to contact Team C for a while, and in that moment, he also ends up being crushed to death. At the shrine, Makima has Michiko, Yutaro, and the convicts in blindfolds. Yutaro wonders why they need blindfolds, and Michiko states that Makima reports directly to the Chief Cabinet Secretary, and ordinary devil hunters aren't authorized to know which devils she has contracts with. Makima walks to one of the convicts and tells him to repeat Shuzo Mishima. As the convicts repeat the name, Makima makes hand signs, and Katana Man tells his comrade Mishima to get Denji in the car. However, as Makima finishes her hand signs, Mishima gets crushed to death, and the convict also dies. Makima then moves to another convict, asking him to say Takoshi Oni. The man repeats it, and Makima crushes to death another comrade of Katana Man. The rest of Katana Man's comrades panic and start running, but Makima kills them one by one. She leaves Katana Man and Kane alive and tells Michiko and Yutaro to remove their blindfolds. As they do, they see that all the convicts are dead. Makima explains that she did what she could from here, and now it's up to Tokyo members. Akane guesses the killings were done by Makima, Katana Man, and Akane, then sees Koben in the distance. Earlier, a grandmother shot Arai in the neck from behind. Arai then turns and gets shot in the head by her, a bullet that was aimed at Koben, holding a knife in anger. Koben guesses that they are the shooters. Sacrificing a nail, Akane summons the snake devil's tail. However, Koben dodges it and starts running on the snake devil's back. Katana Man starts shooting at her, but she gets close and cuts off his arm. Koben then takes the gun and shoots Katana Man in the back. Akane picks up a gun too, but Koben runs and picks up Denji and uses him as a shield. Akane then pulls Katana Man into the van and leaves with him. Holding Denji, Koben apologizes for trying to kill him the last time. She laughs and cries, recalling Arai's death and how she got close to the grandmother and killed her using her own gun. Koben states that Arai protected her and blames herself for his death. Koban feels the job is making her go crazy and states that when she meets Himeno, she will tell her that she quits. Makima, Michiko, and Yutaro arrive in Tokyo and meet Madoka at the station. Makima is glad that he's alive and asks how many survived. Madoka explains that Special Divisions 1, 2, 3, and 4 came under fire, and almost all humans died. Madoka got an order from the superiors that, due to a personnel shortage, all 4 special divisions would merge into one, and Tokyo's Special Division 4 would now be under Makima's control. Madoka then hands her a letter stating that it's his resignation, that it's getting sinister in the Special Division, and that it's either quit or die. Before Makima leaves, Madoka wants to ask her one final question and asks how much of this was anticipated by her. Makima states she can't discuss public safety's internal affairs with civilians and thanks him for his service. Yutaro and Michiko state they are not there to join her division and are just there as advisors and will be back to Kyoto in 1 week. Makima states, "It's a shame, as there are many great restaurants in Tokyo."
Take you